Don't know how I ended up here in this job. I'm just a person who likes to ride bikes. And like since I was a kid dreaming of riding professionally or whatever, you know, it didn't really seem like a reality. In that time in the army where we're just on standby for so long and it just felt like I was wasting time. I think something just hit then and I was like, fuck it. Give myself a couple years of just having shitty jobs, riding bikes heaps, and it doesn't work out. I'd be pretty content to have tried and then just go back to work and carry on riding bikes for fun. And yeah, I don't know, there's just something then that I was like, man, I've just got to give this a good go.
I'll make it rain. Make it rain on them holes. She's out.
I'll refill your cone.
I mean, it's wet. Whoa, that's slippery. I just ate shit on that. Give it a speed check.
Yo. No, I'm psyched because, like, I don't know how it would have gone if I didn't try and do stuff like I did, but I'm just stoked that there's all these girls that wouldn't necessarily like have a career path and now can choose that. They don't have to be a racer. They don't have to like do stuff they don't want to do. First time I met Robin. When did we first meet?
Crankworks Rotorua 2020. It was so memorable.
Really?
I actually took secret photos. Wrote it in my diary.
Let me see.
I celebrate our anniversary.
Alone candles. Nelly froths Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, humble, but insane on a bike.
Here, sipping dome in my zone, and you watch me. Here, sipping dome in my zone, and you can't take your eyes off me. Eyes off me. Can't take your eyes off me. Eyes off me. If he doesn't get it, then fuck a nigga. I got bars, he's just a singer. Let him take me out for dinner, then I tell him no, I'm not a sinner. I don't fuck on the first day, but give me head, enough said. Riding with the top off, I set it off, you niggas off. Got it locked even though you big. Just spank that ass as an arm and a leg. Niggas on my clip though, when I walk by it's like shots in the head. Turn it on, black Wakanda, Kenya, flew down just a white shamba. Chop, chop, gon' sum it up, I'm sharp, them bitches giving up, Here, sipping dome in my zone, and you watch me. Here, sipping dome in my zone, and you can't take your eyes off me. Eyes off me. Can't take your eyes off me. Eyes off me.
Exactly the same as I remember it. Everyone's older. These used to be way more ruined because we were bogan shitheads with our dirt bikes. They were just like big open like sandy faces that would just rip up. I just had the most crack up yarn actually about like we had the motocross club set up here. We had a couple different locations with like flat tracks. and just caught up with some of the boys in the pub, and they're just like throwing back to those days.
We just didn't have these opportunities like people in the mainland did to go race and actually do motocross and stuff. And we basically just like smacked some Waratahs in the ground, taped up the corners so you could see where to go, and built a bungee cord start gate. And then we had some unofficial motocross weekends. We could just sit there at school and like daydream about riding dirt bikes professionally or whatever. I was so far from reality. You couldn't even consider it as something that would happen, and you just see it, but it didn't feel like something that was achievable.
Cash, dollars, that's all that I want. I need a bag full of it in the trunk. I just want it all. I just want it all. I just want it all.
The first year I went overseas, I just raced a bunch of different events. Like I tried Crankworks and some EWS rounds. I went to Mega Avalanche. You know, like dip your toes in the water, try a bunch of different things.
I just want it all. I just want it all.
I think when I grew up, no one else here did anything like that. So that's why it felt impossible to me. You know, people here are actually following it, and I didn't really expect that. There's kids here who are growing up now doing the same things I was doing. It's kind of exciting to have them see it and potentially be able to do the same thing. There's no place I'd rather have been brought up. As a kid, you have the freedom to roam wherever you please. For me, it was a real good place to just be like free and at one with the island. You didn't have to be in a city or fear things.
Used to camp here when we were kids. Can't remember where. I think it was like in this patch of trees over here. Set the tent up. Go out on the lake. I remember this used to look way bigger. It's really shallow. I think it was like waist deep for us.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I was recording. Yeah. My bad.
Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's like family if they aren't already actually family. When you grow up in something, it's just normal. The tight community, people waving at each other, everyone says hi, stops for a yarn. It seems like a nice way to live. It's simple. I really didn't want to leave. I was pretty glued to this place. Mum wanted me to go out to Christchurch for high school. It puts everyone in a box. You have to dress this way, do this, turn up here, be like this. You go from being like this malleable, free little human being, and then you just get caged, and this is where they teach you to fit into society. But if you're not completely normal, you're like, this is weird. Didn't finish school in Auckland, worked in this motorbike shop, rode dirt bikes, and it was pretty chill for a year, and then after that, joined the army. I didn't know what I was doing and figured I should do something with myself that would be a little more worthy than just working in a bike shop for the rest of my life. So I liked the outdoors, I liked camping and hunting, and it looked like a job that aligned with a lot of the things I like to do for fun. It was everything you expected, as well as a whole lot of things you didn't expect. Had the benefits of getting training and education and traveling. Went to Antarctica, which is something that I worked towards the whole time I was there because I knew that was something you couldn't just do in everyday life. 4.5 years. COVID happened. I probably stayed in another half a year through COVID, and we were just doing nothing. We were on standby the whole time. I couldn't go home, like we were in lockdown. It was a really risky time to leave, like people were losing their jobs and stuff, but at the same time, I didn't really want to stay there. Yeah, I just completely washed up from having this really serious career that seemed quite important to driving shuttle buses and riding bikes, and it seemed to everyone else like a bit of a step backwards, but I was pretty happy doing that.
Self-drought, in the spring, far from the shore, far from old me, parting my core, like the Red Sea. I've been beat down, questioned, been ashamed. I've been trying to change myself, my name. There's some things I regret, I'm to blame. Oh, oh, oh. I push me out the way. Push me in the waves. I'm drowning but don't say.
Rotorua had really good riding. It's still some of my favourite riding in the country, but there was no big jumps. So for me, just being able to get comfy riding bigger features felt like the next step that I needed to take. Packed up and decided to move down to Queenstown just for the summer, and never left.
It's gonna go down, yeah, gonna go down. Bringing the heat, that got me red, bloody, yeah. They try to run, but I know the storm is coming, damn. They say they hate it, I know that they love me, damn. Bringing the heat, red, bloody. One shot, I don't miss, R.I.P., never gon' miss. Give me that smoke, I don't miss. If you know me, then you better know this. Lightning is frightening, but I never been hiding. I'm riding right into the eye of the storm, losing so many with no time to mourn. Confessions you hear from a criminal mind. They wanted me down, but I stay on the rise. Building the city, the whole enterprise. They wanted me dead, but I'm staying alive. Word to the Bee Gees, I got the drill like the Fiji. I know these people are hacking. They want control, like to lead me. Damn.
Like, it sucks. It's scary. I have so much fear. Like, I don't do everything with confidence. Sometimes you're like, well, about to take a risk here. I don't really know. Yeah, I think that's how everyone feels when they do something for the first time. And even the second time. But if you want to do it bad enough, you'll just keep doing it until it becomes comfortable. It doesn't just happen.
Hydroplaning in the city of sin. Tell my story, don't know where to begin. Dark clouds, yeah, the sky going dim. Talk about impact. Down that I've been at. Yeah, stay with the mind when I be on my job, you been whacked.
It was never like an option to just leave your job. I don't even know how I was in the position to do that. I just like to ride bikes, and that worked for me. even if I wasn't a professional mountain bike athlete, probably still go out and get scared, take stupid risks. Don't know why.
We had like pet pigs, and we named the pet pigs after ourselves. There was 4 of them. So it was like Robin, Tui, Johanna and Lisa. I think Robin died. Johanna and Lisa got eaten. It was pretty rough going.